Start again. Hi everybody, Miles here, the golf professional at Southwick Park Golf Club. I feel like this is going to be a very challenging video to make. I had it in my mind, I wanted to do this after the Tom Watts pairs when the course would be completely empty. Seemingly lately, I had a lot of people struggling in bunkers, like I'm struggling with my throat a bit. So I thought, I wonder if I can play all the bunkers on the front nine and maybe just see if I can help people with a bit of technique as well. And hole out, so see how many up and downs I can make out of the multiple bunkers. I was just about to count them, I'll work it out in a minute how many bunkers there are. So let's start with this one on the first, a very common place for people to end up. It's quite a challenging bunker depending on where the flag's cut, and quite a challenging bunker. It's one of the older bunkers with less sand in it. So I'm just gonna get moving. Feel your feet in. That's how you're going to roughly be able to tell how much sand is in this bunker. Screw your feet in. If you stand in here and just hit your shot and go, there's no sand in there, then you never really checked anyway, did you? So I've got a bit of green to work with. It's going to run out a fair bit. I've got to land it to the right of the hole. So if this works out for me, yeah, I can handle this one. This is okay. Right. So I'm going to open the face on this 54 a little bit and just try and splash it out. About half a flag stick to the right of the hole. Do you know, I played that all right, just stayed, I don't know, mentally it stayed way straighter than I hoped it would. We're off. Let's see if I can hold that putt. My big challenge is it's windy as well, so let's see what we can do. Right, I'm more worried about the phone blowing over. So I never had any practice bunker shots, no practice putts. So I'm just going to crack on. The new putter, which has been so far so good. I reckon this is inside the hole still. Shame. We'll keep it honest. One down. What a bad roll that. Okay, 3 bunkers on the second. Quite different to the bunker on the first, which is the new sand or the new crushed shell or whatever it might be. Flapping about my phone again. You probably can never really hear the wind when I'm out here. But a phone is so light on a tripod, it just wants to fall over all the time. So, challenges. Right, here we go. Needs more of a splash here. I'm going to have to take a tiny bit more sand behind the ball and hit it a little harder. I've got a lot of green to work with, but I think these are the tricky bunker shots. This sort of length is what can be a real challenge. It's actually a really good shot. It's a little long, but it's came out good. Had a nice amount of spin on it. So we can do this in one go. This one, I'm going to say this is the easier of the two because this is shorter. Very similar style of bunker though. They've made them almost like a perfectly round shape. If I keep throwing the ball in, it'll be a fairish test. Right, I need to get something a little closer because otherwise this challenge is not going to be good. I need to up my game a tiny bit. Gonna both need a bit of work, sadly. Right, you're gonna watch me rake a few bunkers there. Quickly, mind you. Right, let me just stop that for a second. I need to grab another ball. Now this is a sneaky little devil. It's almost a pot bunker really. I've not got much green to work with here, so this is open the face across a little bit more. I just need basically, if I get it out the bunker, and I mean that sounds very like casual, if I get it out the bunker, it'll probably be the perfect shot, so not much room to work with here. One close one. Right. Rake the bunker, push the sand back in as you go. Don't rake it all to the back. All right, lovely. I think my real worry about this video is the speed I'm gonna have to go out to putt. So perhaps I shouldn't have said how many up and downs can I make. I should have just played the bunker shots because otherwise this video is going to be so long. Right, okay. I'm not really going to even have time to line them up too much, otherwise it's just going to go on forever. So I'm going to go with my best guess. I've told you how good this putter is and probably let me down now. Right half, maybe right half. Right half's good. This one looks a little more challenging. Maybe left edge. Left edge, but with the wind. So I'm going to go, oh, don't blow over phone, don't blow over. It's so windy, calm down. Don't need to buy a new phone. I'm just going to go straight because of the wind. Oh, I've just pushed it. That's a terrible putt. Oh well, 2 out of 3. I can see how this video is going to go with me just either rushing or flapping about my phone blowing over. She's going to make riveting viewing. Anyway, let's concentrate on the bunker shots. The fourth is one of the older style bunkers again. This is quite a difficult shot for 2 reasons really. The flag is right on the edge of the green on the left. That's quite a tricky pin position. And I've got a fair bit of green to work with. My main challenge still is the wind. So this doesn't affect any bunker shots, apart from you can potentially get a face full of sand, but anyway, right. A bit more green to work with here, so it's the longer, softer swing. And I'm just going to try and drop it about halfway and run it out towards the flag. Don't mind if I'm a little bit short. That's a solid 5 out of 10. Oh dear. That is one of those bunker shots where just a bit too far, I'd have caught this and gone right down potentially quite a long way away and then had a nightmare chip. So the fact that I'm a bit short, I'm not proud of the bunker shot in any way, but it's probably not bad course management. I still have a chance. I'm going to take my time over this one because I've been rushing these putts. Come on Cleveland, see what you can do. Nearly. Okay, on to the fourth, which has got some tricky bunkers, new ones too. Okay, fourth hole, new bunkers again, and a very, well, this heavy rough around the edge of the bunkers, jury's out on that for me. It's like US Open. Very slopey green, the fourth, quite tricky. This one has more landing area for me, so this is less excuses. I need to throw this ball up a little further and be a bit braver, and not have such long putts. Get up there, that's a nice shot. Oh, I'll rake the bunker in a minute, just save a little bit of time. I might hit one out of that rough as well. I'll show you how really difficult that is. Yeah, that was a better one. That was a better one. Right, this is a lot harder, this bunker shot, because I'm going to be pitching on a bit of a downslope and running downhill. This one's going to need a bit more attention. And I need to land this a little bit to the right of the hole. This is a tricky little shot, this. Not so much sand in the bottom of this bunker either. So I'm going to open the face a little bit and try and just splash it out. Go, go. That's a really nice bunker shot, but I've left myself a nightmare putt. Right, let me show you what I say about the, people refer to them as the eyebrows. I'm not sure about this, by the way. So I'm gonna just drop one in there and show you how hard this shot is potentially. Does that get you in there? So you were gonna run into the bunker, but now you've run into that. And I've virtually buried it. This shot is so much harder than the bunker shot. And in fact, I'm gonna grab my 60 because that's gonna give me a tiny bit more chance. Yeah, this isn't nice at all. It's almost like a bunker shot. Pick it up steep, drop it right in behind the ball. To be honest with you, I'd probably be happy with that. Right, I'm gonna have a rake up and hit the other bunker from the other side. This bunker to the left probably takes the least amount of balls, I presume. Yeah, it's a nice little bunker though, funny you should say it. It's got the eyebrows and the other stuff growing out of it. Right, this one's going to really check and dive to the right. So I'm going to aim at that other ball that I've hit on the green there. I know I've got 3 balls on the green already here. And I'm going to give this a little, this is going to have a lot of check spin on it. It's going to, yeah, tricky shot, concentration. Come on, ball, come on, come on, come on. Frustrating. Only frustrating because that is exactly what I tried to do and it didn't come off. In my brain that was going to do something totally different as it span off down the hill. Okay, well, we've got some putting to do. Sort of half glad I made myself do this because the honest truth is I absolutely hate these putts. Been the bane of my life. And this is, if you know this green, this is a very, everything's speedy, everything downhill's a nightmare, everything across the hill's got a big break that heads fast downhill. This is a very difficult pin location. And all I'm going to say is putt them quite firm, the ones uphill, take them less break. I mean, this is a proper, this is like an easy putt. This is an absolutely knee knocker. Right, now the 2 tricky ones. This has got a significant break on it. So, start line, entry point, that's my plan. And just hope it doesn't dive off too quick. Damn you. Damn you. That's so fast. This one's probably slightly worse, I think. So quick. That one a bad putt. Missed on the high side. 2 out of 4. 2 out of 4. It's probably going to be the average, do you think? Average up and downs. Doesn't sound like a tour average, does it? That's why I'm a Mars bar salesman. This undoubtedly is the hardest one I've had. Well, so it's got steps going down into a bunker, you're definitely in trouble. The problem with this one is the length of it, maybe not so much the older style sand, but just the lack of landing area. So I'm gonna have to bosh this up in the air a little bit, open the face. This is a very difficult shot, so yeah, I'm gonna make sure I try and keep it on the green too, because if it goes over the back, I've got problems. Okay. That's a really good shot, that. Happy with that. It's definitely not the closest one I've hit, but probably the one I've played the best. Okay. Right, bunker number 1. There's 3 bunkers to this hole. The second one on the right-hand side of 5 is equally difficult. Another one with steps going down into it. Right, this is another tricky one. Just the lack of landing area, really. So it's got to be the splash. It's got to be the lob shot equivalent of a bunker shot, which is I'm going to stand open and open the face and try and slide across it a little bit. I'm going to play it with quite a lot of speed because I need to try and get some stop on this thing. That's a good shot. That is a good shot. This is better. The only chance I've got is to hit it close to the hole so I don't have to hold these tricky putts. Let's whisk over to the other side. Let's do this in one go. From those 2 bunker shots in this wind and those conditions, I'm happy with those 2. That's difficult stuff, that. Right. This one not so difficult, but longer, which they're probably my least favourite. I'm happiest when I can just splash it out the green, splash it out of a greenside bunker with just a nice little weightless shot. These ones we've got to hit it a bit further. Oh, I've just dropped in the back of the bunker as well, but I'm going to play it. It's less to rake, I suppose. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here today. Oh yeah, there's someone over there who didn't rake it. Right. That's my worst one of the day. Rubbish. Absolute garbage. And it's so simple. You know, the mistakes are so simple. I took about, I don't know, 1 centimetre too much sand. It's left me with a nightmare shot. Anyway, let's putt them out. I'm thinking already this is probably going to be a ridiculously long video. You're all probably bored to tears already. I've got a story to tell you in a minute about, come on Mars, I need to hold one long putt today. And it quite often comes off of a bad shot, doesn't it? Oh dear. Chances. Oh, that was a good putt as well. Chances. Don't mind that one. These ones you feel you should be holing, but I'm just not going to be taking enough time to manage it. That would have been in if I'd have hit it. This is getting a bad video, Mars. Bad video. Never mind. I can't stop and take my time over these putts. This thing will go on forever. You bored yet? Okay, 4th hole. Another one of these sort of mid-range bunker shots. Nice to be in the shade for a minute. Yeah, it's just a sort of normal bunker shot really. Like, we've had a few of these today. The ones that I like the least, I think, these mid-range ones, but I need to get on and play them a bit better, that's for sure. So far, so bad, really. There's been a couple of nice shots, but way too many average ones, which puts way too much pressure on your putting. Not much sand in that bunker, but she was all right. Manageable, manageable, nothing spectacular. Right, let's go and deal with the other one. The other one is more the sort of thing I like. You can sort of splash it out a little bit. I wonder if I can just do it from here from the side now. Tricky. It looks a bit virginal. I don't think anyone's been in here today. Right, let's do something different. Let's throw it up against the top of the lip and see what happens. She's rolled down into the bowl quite nicely. Okay, what have we got here? Okay. Right, these are the ones you've got to do well with, because this isn't a difficult bunker shot. That was better. That was better. Right, let's go and deal with them. Now, I'm not embarrassed by this putting performance because I'm rushing too much, but at the same time, I did plan on making a few more up and downs. But at the same time, we can't have a massively long video. Come on, Mars, you said this putter was good. And I've holed more putts with it, but not today. Right, positive, middle of the hole. It's good, but it's not good enough. Okay, battle on, battle on, battle on. Got an interesting little bunker coming up, haven't we? This is turning into a long video, isn't it? So I've got a little bunker related story. When I was young, I was playing in a qualifier for a Southern Region event at West Hill. And when I got there, used the practice ground, it's VJ Singh in the practice bunker. And I say to the pro, is that VJ Singh in your practice bunker? He went, oh yeah, he practices here. He's lives nearby. And we let him use the facilities here to practice. And the story really is that after I finished my practice round, VJ Singh was still in the bunker. He was still in there, hitting bunker shots. Unbelievable. And he'd been in there for 3 hours. And I think the legend was that he would hit 2,000 balls a day. So I think that day he was hitting 2,000 bunker shots. So Why is he an incredible tour player? Because he hit 2,000 bunker shots every now and then. It's incredible dedication to your craft, really. Yeah, that's why I'm just all right at it. Tricky little bunker, this one. Not bad. Might just be able to get that in. Okay, I really could do with holding apart. I really could do with holding apart. I reckon this is right edge. Greens are a nice and really nice condition at the moment, so I've got so few excuses. Yeah, that was good. Take that one. That's better. This is going to be the longest video I've ever made. And it's just bunker shots. I'm sure you're bored to tears already. I wonder how many people have jacked in already. Here's a tricky bunker shot on the side of the 8th. Very fast down this hill towards my camera. It's into the wind, which will affect it a little bit, but it's going to be pretty quick down that hill. So yeah. Plenty of sand in this one, so I should be able to come out nice and soft. As expected, run on by a little bit, but not too much. Go and grab my putter. As misses go, this isn't a bad one because I've played a really nice bunker shot and I've gone past the hole on quite a steep downslope, so no guarantee of holding this putt, but this is sort of one you feel like you can hit the hole with because it's just a straight uphill putt, so if I can stick a decent stroke on it. Oh, come on. Nearly. Nearly. That was pretty good, really, to be fair. Not bad. Right, last hole. The world's longest bunker video. Well, this video's been a lot more challenging than I thought it would be. I suppose that you would, sometimes you go in one bunker a round, sometimes you go in 3 or 4, sometimes you can go for weeks without going in one. I've chucked this nicely up against the face to make it harder. Hardly any sand in here. This is almost like playing just a normal sort of little flop shot. Yeah, this is a little tricky one. There's no sand in the front of this bunker. That was a difficult shot, that. That was a tricky one. That's probably one of the harder ones I've had just because of the lack of sand in there. No one's fault. No one's fault. Okay. One more bunker to go. I'm going to leave this here, chuck it in there. I've chucked that in a funny place as well. Completely different sand in this one, loads of sand. This is more of a splash out jobby. Loads of sand in this one, this is nicer. Don't know why it came out so far to the left, but there's probably a bit in me that's had enough of bunker shots. I'm rounding this video off with 2 quick putts. You must be sick of it by now. I am going to go from here to the putting green to have a practice putt because I've just rushed putts all the way through today. And I think it's affected me a little bit. It's annoyed me a bit, where I felt I could have made more up and downs. That sums it up. See you all again next week. Thank you for watching. So you can see it from this swing here that Ian has corrected his backswing position.